Hello, let's try and make some of our own DSP together. So we'll make our own designer series paper with some requests that I've had using the Painted Seasons stamp set. It's like for 4 seasons, so you could use it year round, spring, summer, fall, winter. And it also has some dies, matching dies. And this is only available for a limited time. A couple more weeks, less than a couple more weeks. So it's only available until the end of this month. And another thing, you can only get these for free with a purchase of $100. So this comes as a bundle, free with your purchase. Out of any Stampin' Up! Products for $100, you can choose these free. And that's the only way you can get the stamp set. They also have this right now for a $50 purchase. You can get that for free, but you wouldn't get the stamp set. And this is actually a coordinating product, and it is called the 4 Seasons Framelit dies. And you can get these until the end of the month also. But you can purchase these. So you could purchase these, and that would go towards your purchases for these. So anyways, we're going to use this stamp set. And the reason I have my dies here is I wanted to show you. I'm going to put that DSP aside, because we're not using that. And the reason I wanted to do DSP is because that's the only way you could get it. Then they came out whereas you could get it for a $50 purchase for free. But then it's still only available till the end of March. So I wanted to show you why I brought my dies out. And this is to make my masks so that when we're doing the sheet, we can cover up. Like this is the shape of the leaves, and that's the shape of the pine cones. So it's best to use really thin paper, and these sticky notes are perfect for it. So I have like 3 or 4 here, I believe. So I'm going to separate them, put them up there right now. Yeah, I have like 3. All right, so that'll be good. So I've got 3 pine cones and 3 of these leaves. And I have a whole bunch of the flowers already cut and used lots of times. So I'm going to throw them up there also. I'm going to make one in, I'm only going to do half a sheet just for samples. I'm going to do one in Whisper White, and the other one I'm going to do in Crumb Cake. So I'll put these aside. I'm not going to show you how to do that. It's obviously you just put the die on there and put it through a big shot and cut them out. And, you know, use the sticky part up here. So that way they'll stick for a while anyway. Okay, so we can put that aside. I've got all my stamps out of here, and they're all in blocks above me. And I'm going to, I'll start with the actual flower one first. So let's do that. I'm going to do like maybe fall colors. So I'll use like crushed curry, pumpkin pie, real red, maybe Cajun craze. I'm not using that color, so I don't know why that's here, because we were making a card earlier. And I might use the garden green. Right, so that's the colors I will use. Put them all back here right now. I'll start with the red. And these are also distinctive stamps. Distinctive stamps are a patented Stampin' Up! Stamp. Nobody else has them. And what they did was they actually took photographs of stamps. And that's how they got them made. It's flat. You can't even see it until you stamp it up. When you stamp it up is when you actually see the image. It doesn't have any engraved pieces in it. You kind of see it now, but yeah, I'm just going to like stamp randomly on my paper, wherever. It doesn't matter where you stamp. There's no right or wrong. Yeah, I think I might just stamp off. Now I'm going to stop messing up my nice little clean. I'll put one off the edge there, right? Let's clean this block off. That's good enough. And we can put this back into its case because I'm not going to use this anymore. And then I'll use this other flower. I'm done with that red right now. I'll take the orange. Pumpkin pie. And you just tap, tap, tap all over your block. Don't do it on the edge. Just do it all over your stamping space. Ink space. And then, you see the detail on that. How it shades it and everything. And that's one stamp. It's not like 2 or 3 to get that image. So just put a few more of these on here. Yeah, put one there. Yeah, maybe one here. Yeah, that'll be good. Don't need a lot. Now put that there. Wash off this real quick. Now's when you start having a little bit of fun with your masking. And my husband explained it to me real easy. I said, how can I write this on a blog so that it's real easy in, you know, as few words as possible? And he says, you're just overlapping your flower so that the leaf doesn't go on it with the paper. I went, oh, okay. So I love him so much at times. He's like, puts things into perspective for me. So what we do is like we just cover up your flower, right? So you actually want just a teeny tiny piece of the flower showing where you're actually going to stamp. And I want to stamp that way. So I'm going to actually leave that little piece there showing. Why did I take that off the block? I don't know. Well, put them back on. And we're going to use Garden Green. Right, so take our Garden Green, stamp it up, ink it up I should say, and then just stamp on top of your paper, which is your mask. And then when you peel off, it looks like it's underneath your flower. I don't know if I have to bring it closer for you to see that. All right, and you just keep going around and doing that with your leaves. Just bring it off a little. Let's do one on this side. So you see a little bit of the red, because it doesn't always go right up to the edge. Now we'll do one down here. Like so. Right. Now we'll do a couple on this. That'll do. I hope you can see this, alright? Am I off the camera? No? No. I'm going to do the red flowers with this big leaf, and then the orange flowers I'll do with the smaller leaf. Yep, that's good. Now sometimes you might have to cover these too, so that's why you cut out a few more, you know, like if you need to cover them, you cover those as well. But I'm not going to need to, because I'm just going to actually put it right in between them. There we go. Now, put a little bit of one here. There. And maybe a little bit of one. Turn it around till it fits. About that. And that's those red flowers done, right? Clean off this leaf. I still need that ink, so let's do this leaf now. I'm using the same color. And we're going to use this flower now. And you have to just sort of twist them around until you find which way it goes. So sometimes I turn the stamps and I don't realize what way I'm going, right? So it's going that way. There we go. See? And we'll put one on this one. Right there. I'm just going to do one. And do that. Oops. And yeah, that. I almost stuck my thing in the ink. Right, just put that there for now and put this leaf on there. Right. And another little bit of one down here. How about that? That way. Okay, so there we have more leaves. Now, for the other colors, because I wanted this one to be like a fall color. Let's put the red up here right now. We'll try like, how about this little tiny leaf we can do in the Cajun Craze, just to fill up our space. And just fill in your spots where you have a little blank space. You can go off your page. Like so. Now I think that is probably plenty on that one. Now you can keep going if you like. I use pencil erasers because these are red rubber, and you can just clean them off in your little Stampin' Scrub, just like a normal stamp. And this is a smaller one. I used the little sponge daubers. You can use anything really to get a stamped image as long as you can clean it off. Then what I did with these, and I can kind of show you with this. I'm going to use this swirly, and I took this from the Merry Christmas to All set, and it's this swirly thing here. And I'm going to use this one in the next one I'm doing. So it's this swirly here. I just wanted to show you how you could emboss over afterwards. I'm going to take my embossing buddy, and I'm going to make a little bit of noise right now as well, so I'm sorry about that, but somebody wanted to know how I got the gold embossing over my things. You just stamp like you would normal. Then you take your embossing stuff, ink it up with your Versamark, and you can stamp wherever you like. Put a few images on your, oops, now it's picking it up. Put my finger on it to hold it. Don't do a lot. You don't need a lot. You might get a little piece on each card you make type thing. Don't need a whole bunch. I'll just do that to show you right now. Put that aside. And you take your little tray, or if you have a coffee filter or something, you can put it on, or you can even put it on a piece of paper and then pour your powder on it. That should be plenty. There we go. Just make sure I got them good. Yeah. Now put that up there out the way because we're going to use that again. The next one. And I'm going to take my heat gun and I'm just going to dry these. And there you go. And that's how you do that over that. Then say you want to make like 4 cards out of this. Okay, you could do like, what is this measure? 5.5, right? So we want to cut it like to 4. And then we'll take a little 1/4 inch off the bottom here. That's no good. Right, you could make a card out of this. And what you can do with that is I have also embossed with an embossing folder. So I took the Sizzix, this is a country floral. This is also a free item in Sale-A-Bration till the end of the month. So let's put this in here too. And I'll show you what it looks like after I've run it through my big shop. Be right back in 2 seconds. So I'll put that in here. So that's what it looks like when you emboss it as well. And then you could maybe take this and cut it into, you know, half again and put like one of these colors behind it and make 2 cards and put a sentiment on it. You do millions of things with them. All right, let me just show you some here. All right, this is a little piece I have left of what I was working on. And this is one I'll do at the end of the video that I'm going to make with the rest of that one. So that's all I have left of this 8 by 11. Alright, so there's the one, and all I did, I embossed that too through with the country floral. I put a piece of Highland Heather behind it, cut it on an angle. This one is actually a different one from that. It's a Berry Burst. Let me show you that one later. These are all the lighter one. This is Flirty Flamingo, Highland Heather, and Daffodil Delight. Embossed everywhere. Not heat embossed, just dry embossed with the folders. So I cut that with the Trilly Tailored punch, and I put the same colors in the backgrounds. So you have the Lemon Lime Twist, you have Highland Heather, Flirty Flamingo, Daffodil Delight. Oops, got that one upside down, don't I? Yeah. So there. And I just put the ribbon in there, and I punched the little holes out up here, and I put Flirty Flamingo behind it. Got some gems on there. Yeah, that one I cut a window out. Got Flirty Flamingo behind it, stamped Happy Birthday in there. Put a 1/2 inch strip on here, but that had extra. Alright, so that was it from that sheet. And that's what I've got left. No, that's the Berry Burst. No, that was the whole sheet. This was part of the Berry Burst. I made 2 of these. And this is the, I did a video, so it was my last video, I think, on this one. And this is the diagonal card. So obviously I make one so I can use it as a sample in the video. And then I make one during the video. And so that's, I've had 2 of these. And I don't know what I've done with the other pieces, but I've made a lot of cards with it. And this one too. And I just cut up the edge and made that. So anyways, that's the DSP we made. So you can use it plain or you can emboss it. You can cut this in half, put like a orange behind it, like the pumpkin pie or the real red or Cajun craze or green. Whatever colors you want to put behind it. All right, now let's do a winter one. So we'll use the pine cone. I love this pine cone. So I'm going to use Sale-A-Bration and stamp this pine cone everywhere. Just turn your stamp on different angles, and since you don't have another flower, you can put more of these pine cones on here. So that's good for the pine cone. Now, let's wash that off. Didn't dry it. Alright, now what I'm going to do also is use the big leaf that I've put away. I'll put it on here. And I think I'll use Mossy Meadow ink for this, a dark green. So here we go with our, that's a leaf. What did I do with that? That's a leaf. Where did I put it? Oh, this pine cone. So all you do is cover over your pine cone. Just in case you don't want to touch. Well, actually I have room right now. So maybe I won't touch it. I'm just going to stick some leaves on here. There you go. Yeah, that's plenty. Might not need it. I just cut them out in case I would need them. I needed them the last time I did it. Yeah, I might need it in the middle. There we go. Go off your page too, don't forget. I need to do something in that middle part. Looks empty. So let's stamp. Put that on there. Just in case we get that on there. Yeah. That way the leaf doesn't look like it's on top. How's that? Right, that'll do for the leaves. Now I can take, I'm going to take the Painted Harvest set. And I'm going to take the little acorn. I need a little stamp. A little ink. I need another little one. There's a little one. I'm not using green. I need, should I use soft suede? Let's try it. I don't know. I don't remember what color. Who? If you're, oh, it's not sticking. Right. Yeah, I think that's a good color. Alright. So let's do some acorns in here. Just to fill up your space. Now, this is the bottom of the acorn, right? That'll do. Oops, missed that one. Good thing about clear stamps, you can go over where you missed. Is this the right one, or should I do lighter? If all else fails, give it a go. I think I want to do lighter. Just play around with your colors and have at it. I'm going to try Crumb Cake. Oh, I went over. Oh, I just popped it out. My husband's going to love me. Let's see. Yeah. Perfect color. Crumb Cake and Early Espresso. Makes a lovely acorn. You see them? I think they're adorable. They go perfect with the sunflowers too. I made the video on my sunflower on Painted Harvest, March 13th, 2018, over a year ago. I can't believe it was a year ago I did that video. So there are, there's another one you can watch for doing a whole sheet, a one sheet wonder, and that was literally a one sheet wonder. So if you haven't watched that, go have a look at that one too. It was, I still love those cards that I made with that one. Well, they're obviously gone now, but I did love them when I made them. Right. Did I get all the acorns? I think so. Right. Okay, you are good. You are good. So I think that's probably good there right now, right? Oh, thank goodness I didn't pop the lid off. Okay, so we're going to take this great big swirl. And normally I have a whole sheet, but I'm only going to do a half just for a sample so you can see kind of sort of how it works. And again, I just take my Versamark. Well, let's wipe it off first. You want to always use your body, embossing buddy, to get any residue from your fingers, oils and stuff, because the powders will, the static will, it will stick to the paper. So you don't want to have any stick to your paper where you don't want it. You just want it to stick to the ink that you're putting on here with the Versamark. Right, so let's ink this up. And you can put these wherever you want to. I just put a few across the page because you know you're going to chop up this paper and use it in different angles and play. You know, you could cut it in a diagonal, you cut it straight. I'll put one that way. So you have a little bit of it, hopefully, on every piece you use. I'll put one here off the page. And then how about one right there? That'll do. Now you could use copper, you could use silver. I don't know about silver, but the copper would probably be pretty cool. But I'm using gold again because I have it handy. So let's get this all powdered up. Maybe. It'd probably be easier to just dump it all out. I got it all, I think so. Alright. Let me just double check. Get that one. Alright, put this up way out the way so I don't blow it everywhere when I use my heat gun. I'll just take the heat gun, heat away. There it goes. Hot. Turn that around. Now, I like it, but it is missing something. So it actually needs like a little bit of red of something. I'm going to put, how about some little, this has little dots in it. How about we just use these little red dots, maybe? Take our little acorn off there. Ooh, what happened there? Oh, that is a really, really old pad. Oh my word. Red. Ooh. Not going to stick. Oh yeah. No, no. Maybe. That. Just to get a little bit of colour. Here, there, everywhere. Yeah, it needed this little bit of red. That's good. There we go. There we go. Just a little bit of